Hi class, I'm excited to share with you all my research on the Orchard Mesa Municipal Cemetery that is owned and operated by the city of Grand Junction in western Colorado. Originally, this cemetery was actually established in 1890 as a Mason cemetery. The reason why the Masons wanted to purchase this plot of land is because they had a separate, already established cemetery that was in the valley of the city. Of course, being in low-lying ground, this caused a lot of issues with flooding, and so they wanted to move some of their graves as well as have a better overall piece of land for a cemetery higher up in this region, this hilly region known as Orchard Mesa. And so they purchased this plot of land. They operated their cemetery independently. And shortly after, the Oddfellows actually purchased the plot of land right next to the Masons and independently operated their own cemetery. Right next to the Oddfellows, then, a veteran section was added, again, independently operated. All of those, that maintenance was done independently. Then at the turn of the century, the Catholic Church purchased some pieces of land over on the other side of the Mason section, again, independently operated their own cemetery. However, things started to change as we got closer to the 1920s. This was because each organization found that it was really, they were having a hard time with the upkeep and maintenance of their cemeteries. So in 1922, the city of Grand Junction purchased each individual section of the cemetery itself to create really this big cohesive community cemetery that was open to the entire city. Really, this became a really great thing because not only did each separate organization still get to have their own separate section within the cemetery, but they also had better maintenance because the city overtook it, as well as it just opened it up to the larger community. So people did not have to be affiliated with the Masons or Oddfellows. They didn't have to be a veteran or part of the Catholic Church to be buried there. Now the city created a separate section known as the Municipal section. Then later on, this opened up for even other groups to have their own sections within the cemetery, such as the Jewish community that got the Or Shalom section added in the 1990s. There was also a children's section that was added. The cemetery itself is today known as one of the best kept cemeteries in Grand Junction. And really this is a big reason why, is because of it being owned by the city and operated by the city. It's not an easy feat for sure for the staff there to actually maintain and upkeep all of the land. I mentioned it being on a hill itself, but within the cemetery, each section has different height differences in the land. There's another section known as Block H that is on a hill and is quite a popular section to be buried in. So, all of these things make it a little bit different to maintain. There's lots of trees, but it's also what makes it a very popular cemetery for people to be buried in. It's just, again, a beautiful, beautiful piece of land. There's quite a few notable individuals who are buried there who played a big role in Grand Junction's history. I'll discuss more of that below in my discussion post. And then the last thing that I just want to mention as part of my research is, again, just how popular this cemetery has become. After speaking with the staff, they said that they do about 120 funerals a year. And one thing that they have definitely noticed in the changes of burial practices is that about 70% of these funerals are actually cremations. So they do lots of urn placements within the cemetery. And so that has caused some differences in how the cemetery looks. Overall, I would say that previous graves were very elaborate and had a lot more ornate details to them, but it's becoming a lot more common that they're getting more simple, representing, again, the wide array of society in Grand Junction and in the community. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy learning more.